Hello everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to another playthrough of 4 Against Darkness. I've got my map here, I've got my character sheet over to my left, my reference books, and my dice. I did have somebody ask me about my miniatures that I'm using. Yes, these are the original Pathfinder foursome. I don't know their names. It's the Wizard, and the Rogue, and the Fighter, and the Cleric. I don't know where I got these or when I got these, but they just seem to fit the 4 Against Darkness theme. If you are not familiar with this game, I would highly recommend you go back and watch my previous playthroughs. I cover a lot more of the rules in there. Now that this is the actual third time I'm playing this, third dungeon, I'm going to try and streamline this a little bit. Now, I will still sort of occasionally go back over the rules for people watching, but I really just sort of want to get you guys seeing the adventure unfold and try to avoid as much of the discussion of the rules as possible. But again, occasionally I will stop and explain what's going on. First thing I need to do is roll the entry room, and you just roll a d6, and I rolled a 4, which is, ooh, that's an interesting looking room. As always, you just try and fit it in as best you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the center square. And that one will be where we start. So we're going to go up. Now the entry here just looks like a cavern. Not so much, there's no doors. So I will place my 4 characters here. And for the entry room, you don't do anything other than establish your marching order. I learned something. This is another rule that I was not playing right. When you're in the corridors and you encounter a minions or a boss or whatever, it's only the first 2 characters in the marching order that can fight. I've been playing it as all 4. Again, it's a live and learn kind of thing. That was just a rule that I had glossed over, but I will try and stick to it this time. And why is that important? Well, because I am sending my rogue in first along with my fighter. The rogue is not super strong. I used to send in the cleric behind the fighter, but the rogue can disarm traps that are discovered in corridors and tombs, and I kind of like that. So I'm going to stick with that unless I specify that I'm changing up the order. You can always assume it's going to be rogue, fighter, cleric, magic user in the rear. And I usually will change that when they are backtracking, because when you're backtracking, it's the rear 2 characters that are at the most risk, because wandering monsters will sneak up and attack you from behind. So I will change it to usually my fighter and my cleric in the rear when they are backtracking. So let's just pick a direction. We're going to go left, which is that way. And I'm going to roll red and black. Red is always high, or the first digit when I roll. So I rolled a 4-4. And I consult the little book here, and a 4-4 is a room with 2 doors, one coming in and one going out. I don't know why I did this in green, but that's okay. I'll stick with it because I'm not going to erase it. So 4-4, there is a door here, and I'm going to try and stick this time to drawing the rooms at their actual size. I haven't been doing that. I've been trying to fit it in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the rooms, and then when they hit the boundaries, I'll just force the boundary to be the end of a room or a quarter. So there will be quarters that dead end, and there will be quarters that do not dead end. They can keep going, like maybe curve or what have you. All right, so there is a door here, and there is a door here. So after my players have entered, and remember I'm sending in the rogue first, you roll to see what is in there. So I have this flow chart, and if you buy the 4AD rules, you'll get this flow chart as a PDF that you can print. And basically you just roll 2d6, add them, and then consult the chart. So that is a 6. You go down here on a room on a 6, it is roll on the vermin table. All right, vermin do not get me XP, so I do not like to fight vermin, but usually they're pretty easy to defeat. All right, so here's the vermin. I'm consulting the chart here. You roll 1d6. I rolled a 4. I have got D6 giant centipedes. All right, so let's roll. That is a 1, thankfully. On my die, the black circle is a 1, and there's a 6 on the other side. On the red die, the 6 is the symbol. So I got that a little confused early on, but I've got it figured out now. So I have a centipede, which is a level 3, and the centipede has no treasure, but any character wounded must save versus level 2 poison or lose 1 life. I am going to fight it. I'm not going to worry about the reaction. This should be pretty easy. It's a level 3. My barbarian is going to attack. He has a +2 attack. So basically, any +2 would mean I need to roll a 1 or higher, but a 1 is an automatic miss. So I just need to roll a 2 or higher to defeat this thing. And I rolled a 4, which is enough to defeat it. Very easy. Now at this point, I've got 4 level 2 characters. So the minions and the vermin should be pretty easy to defeat. So they got in there, and I get no treasure roll. That does not, and I'm not even going to mark it down that I fought vermin because I don't get any XP for it. All right, so let's keep going forward. You know what? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to backtrack, and when you backtrack into your entry area, you don't have to worry about wandering monsters. Now I'm going to check out what's on this right quarter here. And let's see. I rolled a 5-3. 5-3 is a quarter with a door and a quarter, which really is convenient. I don't know if you can see it right there, because I can attach it to that door right there. You're allowed to sort of, see, if I draw it the way it is, that door would be going in right here, right there on that room. So I'll just stretch it a little bit and make it fit. All right, let's see what's in this quarter. Again, roll these and add them. That is a 9 on a quarter. 9 on a quarter is empty. However, it says I can search it. I don't like to search. Searching is one of those things that you could turn up a treasure, but you could also turn up a wandering monster or a boss or a trap, and it's just not that, it's not worth it this early in the game. What I'd rather do is see what I have here to explore. So they have moved into this corridor. Since there's only one way, I'll go this way, and let's see what it is. It is a 6-4. 6-4 is a long hallway with a room and a door. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the door, unfortunately, that is a 2x3. The door, unfortunately, goes here, which is a dead end, which would be a dead end. So, to keep the game going, I'm just going to move that door. And what I'll do is I'll go, it makes sense to put it that direction because I have more room to explore. If I put it this way, I'm sort of at a dead end. So I'm going to put the door here, and let's see what's inside. 1, 4 is a 5. This is a room. On a 5, it is empty. However, I roll on the special features table. Right here, you roll a d6. These are the things like armory, fountain, cursed altar, statue. If you watched the previous dungeon, you'll remember these. So I rolled a 2, which is a blessed temple. Here's the blessed temple. A character of your choice gains +1 on attack against undead monsters or demons. As soon as the character kills at least one undead, the bonus is gone. So the +1 attack against undead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that to the thief. I'll make a note of here that he's got a +1 against undead 1 time. So I'm going to give it to him because my cleric is a kick butt person against undead. She gets her level added. She's level 2. She gets a +2. She's using a mace. So against skeletons, that's another +1. So she's a pretty powerful, and the barbarian's already powerful. So I'm going to give it to the rogue. So they are in here. There's only one door. Now in previous adventures I played, there were always doors galore. This is funny. I'm sort of being forced to go this way. So let's see where we go next. That is a 5-3. 53 is I already did this one. It's a hallway and a door. So this is good. A hallway that splits off to the left. Now I need to see what's in here. Now remember, my rogue goes first. So let's see what's in this corridor. 10. The higher you roll, typically the worst. So 10 on a quarter is empty. All right, good. All right, so do I go left or do I go straight? You know what? I'm going to go left. And the reason being is I'm being a little careful here. I want to stay close to the front early on as I map out this dungeon. Because once you start backtracking, every time you backtrack into a corridor or room, you roll a d6. And on a 1, a wandering monster ambushes you. So, you know, they're pretty healed up right now. They're full health and they're strong. They got all their spells and abilities and stuff, but I want to be careful because now that all of them are leveled up, I want to protect them. So let's see where they're going. That is a 5-1. And that hallway, oh, that's interesting. It's a split with a hallway with a quarter and 2 doors. So let's see how I'm going to draw that. And the door is right. And doors are important. You know, sometimes you may say, well, why are you drawing the door on a quarter to a quarter? Because doors can be used to flee. If you encounter something that's very powerful, creatures do not follow through doors. So you can run away, they get an opportunity attack, but if you get back, you can close the door and and be safe. All right, so this is a quarter. Let's see what's in the quarter. That is a 11 on a quarter. Is roll on the boss table. Now, this is not good because the only 2 characters that can fight in this corridor are the thief and the barbarian. So let's roll on the boss table. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you're probably noticing I'm getting a lot more comfortable with the rules, and I'm more the mapping and stuff like that. So I'm trying to play the game as accurately as I can to the manual. I rarely make house rules, although I did make one house rule in the previous video, which was for the fountain. The fountain can heal the characters by 1 hit point, and since they didn't, it says you must. I think the rules imply that you got to use it or lose it. And I said no. If they're not going to drink from the fountain, they can always come back to it. That's going to be a house rule that I use. Let's see what the boss is. On the boss, you roll a d6, and I rolled a 1, which is a mummy. It's a single mummy, level 5. All right, mummy, level 5. And it's got 4 hit points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It gets 2 attacks. And treasure is +2. Any character killed by a mummy becomes a mummy and must be fought by the party. Mummies are attacked at +2 by the fireball spell. Mummies never test morale. And they always fight. Okay. Now I can use an action to move my to swap my cleric and my thief, but remember my thief gets that +1 against an undead, and I believe, yeah, this is a level 5 undead, so that may help. So the barbarian's going to go first. Barbarian is +2, so level 5, which means I need to roll a 3 or higher to deal a point of damage. I rolled a 1, so I automatically failed. And the thief gets +1, so he needs to roll a 4. And I rolled a 2, so we're off to a really good start. So the mummy gets 2 attacks, and the way this works is, now remember, on attacks, it's match or higher. So if I need to roll a 3 or higher, I roll a 3 or higher. On defense, you have to roll over the number that you calculate. Now, normally, all my characters, if they were level 0, would have to roll a 6, because his level's 5. You have to beat the level. The barbarian is +2 defense, which lowers this to 3. But you always have to beat it. So I got to roll a 4 or higher to not take a point of damage. And I rolled a 5. So the barbarian is okay. Now the thief is just a +1 defense. So that lowers it to 4. But I have to beat it. So it's got to be a 5 or 6. And I rolled a 6. Woohoo! They both beat it. I am going to use the thief's action to swap sides with the cleric. Now, that's all I can do. The cleric's not going to get an attack this turn. But the barbarian is. The barbarian is +2, 3, so I need to roll a 4 or higher. And I rolled that's a 1, so that's a miss. And the cleric can't do anything. So the mummy is going to get 2 attacks. And what I'll do is I'm going to do red's for the barbarian, black is for the cleric. So they are both, actually the cleric is +3 defense. The barbarian does not have, he does have a shield, but he has light armor. So that's only +1, +2. So +3 for the cleric, which means I got to roll a 3 or higher, and a 4 or higher. So the cleric's good, the barbarian is not. The barbarian took a hit. So he is down to 8 hit points. All right, now it's time to get on this. Let's do the cleric. Cleric is +2 against the mummy. So I got to roll a 4 or higher. And the barbarian also has to roll a 4 or higher. And oh my gosh, this is going to be a long battle. Wow. All right, let's try it again. Mummy attacks. 3 or higher for the 3 or higher for the cleric. Good. No, 3 or higher. Was that +3 is 2. Yeah, so the cleric defended, and 4 or higher for the barbarian, and the barbarian takes another point of damage. Oh man, the mummy is kicking my tail. All right, let's get on this. 4 or higher for the attack on the barbarian. Finally, and this is an exploding 6, so I get to roll again. And every 5 points I do on the dice total takes a life. So right now I've got 1 gone. I need to roll higher. So this next attack is an exploding. I need to roll a... That's another good thing. That's 12 points. So 2 off. Come on, roll another 6. And a 1. All right, so 6 is 12, 13. So the barbarian took 2 life off. That was a good roll. The cleric is also +2, so 3. Cleric needs 4 or higher to hit. And I rolled a 2 and missed. All right, so cleric to get hit is 4 or higher. Failed. And the barbarian is defense 2, which is 3, 4 or higher. And that's a 6, so he saved on that. The barbarian needs a 4 or higher. I rolled a 5, so there's 1 gone. Cleric needs a +2, which is 3, 4 or higher also, and did it. All right, so the mummy is defeated. On the, if I remember right, it said I get a +2 on the treasure table roll. Treasure +2. I also get to X out a boss for this adventure, and I get to do a level up. When you defeat a boss, you get 1 XP roll to see if you level up. They're all level 2. The way the XP works is you have to beat the number, the current level. So if I want my wizard to go to level 3, he's level 2, I need to roll a 3 or higher. So I'm going to try and level up the wizard. I need a 3 or higher. That is a 6. I did it. The wizard is now level 3. And I get an extra spell. I'm going to choose another. I'm going to choose a... you have to choose when you do it. And he also gets 1 health extra. So he's at 5 health now. And I'm going to choose another fireball. Treasure roll. So I get +2 on the treasure roll. Magic treasure table. You roll a d6. Add 2. That goes to 6, which is a magic item. 6 or more is a magic item, and then I roll on the magic, and it's a 1, which is a Wand of Sleep. I'll take that. Wand of Sleep allows to cast 3 times. Only wizards and elves can use it. Add the user's level to the spell attack roll. All right, so it's got 3 or 2 attacks. 3 attacks. Nice. In a previous adventure, I lost almost all my magic items, so I'm going to get in a habit of using them. Use them or lose them. All right, they are in this corridor, and they can go left or right. I'm going to have them go left. Why not? And let's see what they encounter. That is a 4-5. 4-5 is a cross hallway. This one right there. This random generation of the dungeon floors makes for some really interesting, shapes for your dungeon. I really like it. It reminds me of old school D&D playing as a kid. We used to just generate the dungeons randomly. It was so fun. All right, so they are now in this 4-way corridor. Let's see what's in here. That is a 6, 4. It's a 10. Is empty. Great. All right, so let's keep going left. That is a 5, 2, which is a room with 2 doors and a thing. Let's see if I can make this link up. All right, let's see what's in this room. A 6 and 6 is 12. I have a feeling this is a boss. Dragon's Lair. It's the boss table. So I just encountered the dragon. Thankfully, it's in a room, so all 4 of them can stop. Dragon's Lair boss table. So you go to the boss table, and instead of rolling for the boss, it's automatically the dragon's lair. All right, the dragon's lair boss table. All right, the dragon. Wow, this is the first time I fought the dragon. Dragon is level 6, and he has 5 health. and 2 attacks, and 3 treasure rolls plus 1. So 3 treasure rolls, and you add 1 to the roll for each. Nice. Okay. The dragon. On each turn of the dragon, roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, the dragon breathes fire, inflicting 1 life to all characters who fail to save versus level 6 dragon breath. Each character adds 1/2 level rounded down. If the dragon does not breathe, he bites 2 random characters. There's no reaction because I'm fighting, so it looks like we are fighting. Okay. Now, the wizard has some nice options here. So does the cleric. The thief has really nothing. He can't get in behind and do a backstab. So he's just a straight up fight. So we'll do this. So first thing I'm going to do is I saved it. I'm going to use the rage roll on my barbarian. The way this works is you roll 3d6 and you take the best roll. So hopefully I roll a 6 on one of these. All right, so the rage is going to be used. And if I hit, it does 2 wounds on the boss. All right, come on, 6. Not a 6. All right, I did a 5, though. And I also add plus 2, which is 7. But it doesn't matter. I did a hit, so he loses 2 health. And that was only on the rage attack. And I only get 1 of those for the barbarian. So he's used his rage. I will X that out. What I didn't roll to see is if this is the final boss. And I'll do that in a little bit. You roll a d6, and on a 6 or higher, it is the final boss. And then you add 1 for every boss that you've encountered in the dungeon. So the more bosses you encounter, the more likely that you're going to encounter the final boss. But right now, I'd have to roll a 6 or higher. Let's keep going. I've got, up next will be the cleric, who is plus 1 attack. So that's all I can do. Plus 1, I need to roll a 5 or higher. I rolled a 1, and I missed. All right. Thief is no modifier, so he's just I got to roll a 6 or higher, and I failed. Wizard. All right, let's look at the spells. I need to go back to page 58 because I always have to consult these spells for some reason. I can never remember the details. Fireball does not affect dragons. Okay, so Fireball's out. Lightning. This spell works like an attack roll. Wizard adds his level. Against a group of minions, the spell will kill 1. Against a boss, it inflicts 2 life points. Heck yeah! Lightning. All right, so 6, and I add my level. He's level 3, so I need to roll a 3 or higher on my lightning. I should have chosen 2 lightning attacks, and I'll remember that next time. All right, so I need to roll a 3 or higher. Is there any way to modify this? I don't believe so. Nope. All right, come on, 3 or higher. I rolled a 5, so it hits, and he does 2 against the dragon. And that is it for the players. Now, it says, on the dragon's turn. Let's go back to the boss table. All right, on the dragon's turn, roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, it inflicts fire. All right, do not roll a 1 or 2. I rolled a 2. So he breathes fire, inflicting 1 life to all, but I get a save. Level 6 save. So according to the rules, the saving throw that I need to make is level 6. And it says you may add a modifier half level rounded down. So everybody's going to get plus 1 to this roll, which means I need to make a... Let me see. Do I have to roll the exact number, or do I have to beat it? 64. Roll a d6, adding modifiers if you roll the target number or better. So, okay, so you just have to match it. All right, so everybody's got to roll a 5 or higher. So Barbarian rolled a 2. He takes a hit point. Cleric, 5 or higher. Cleric takes a hit point. Thief, 5 or higher. And the magic user. Come on. Nope. Everybody took a point of damage. Barbarian, rage is done. So all he can do is attack. He's plus 2 attack. So he's got to roll a 4 or higher. I rolled a 4, which is enough to kill the dragon. I forgot this part. When a boss gets below more than half their hit points gone, they go down to the next level. So he would have become 5. So the 4 plus 2 would have been 6, which would have been enough to defeat him. So yeah. All right. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do the 2 attacks. Oh, no, I don't have to do that because it says that if the dragon doesn't, he bites 2 random characters. All right. And I get 3 treasure rolls at +1. All right, so first treasure roll at a +1, that's a 2. I get 2d6 gold. All right, I get 3 gold. Woo! 3 gold. All right, I'm going to write it in here, dragon. All right, so I got 3 gold. Next roll, +1. I rolled a 6, which is a magic item, which is a magic weapon. Gives +1 to user's attack roll. Permanent item. Roll a d6 to determine its type. All right. 4. On a 4 to 5, it's slashing. Okay, so I got a slashing +1 weapon. I'll have to consult the rules to see if I can sell that. I believe I can. It's a magic weapon. I would assume that somewhere in the rules there's something about selling it. And then the third treasure is a 2, which is 2d6 gold, which is 4 gold. So I got 7 gold. Now, was this the final boss? A 6 or higher? It is. It is not. So keep going. Let's go through this door right here and see what's there. That is a 6-1. Which is a room with a bunch of doors. All right, let's see what's in there. 5. 5 on a room is empty, but there is a special feature. Special feature. Oh, yeah, this is the one. And if I roll, you can only have 1 of each. So if I roll Blessed Temple, I roll again. I rolled a 4, which is a Cursed Altar. That doesn't sound good. Cursed Altar. Cursed Altar. As you enter, an eerie glow emanates. A random character is cursed and has -1 on his defense. To break the curse, the character must slay a boss monster alone or enter a Blessed Temple. C2, or have a blessing spell cast. All right, so I could always go back to this Blessed Temple to remove the curse. So who am I going to give it to? Well, it's -1 on defense, which is not good. I definitely don't want to give that to... I'll give it to the cleric for now. So the cleric goes down to +2 defense because he's cursed. And you know what? She's going to cast a blessing. I have 3 blessings. I'll use a blessing to negate that. All right, so they are in here. And I think that if I go back through Cursed Altar Room, you don't roll for the Wandering Monster. Again, I'm going to have to double check that. I meant to do that last time and I forgot. But I think the special rooms are rooms that you can enter and you don't have to worry about rolling for Wandering Monsters. Could be wrong. I have lots of options. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 doors that all are going this direction. So let's keep going this way. I'm going to go through this door. And I rolled a 6-5, which is... 6-5 is this winding corridor. The rules say you can sort of change the orientation if it helps, squeeze things in. So that's what I'm going to do. But the room is drawn pretty much accurately to the little drawing here. All right, so they are in a corridor. Let's see what's in there. 2 + 1 is 3. 3 on a corridor is a trap. All right, here we go. D6 for the trap. It is a 3. A trap door, level 4, opens under the feet of the leading character. All right, the thief is the leading character, so I get a chance to disarm it. It is a level 4, and I add my level. The thief is level 2, so as long as I roll a 2 or higher, I can defeat it. I rolled a 4, so the trap did not do anything, so that's good. And we only have 1 way to go, so we'll go through this door. And that is a 4-4, which is a room with an entry door and an exit door. All right, let's see. There's a door here. All right, let's see what's in this room. It is a 10 on a room is a weird monster. Weird monsters count as bosses. Weird. But weird monsters are also very dangerous. All right, here we go. A weird monster D6. I rolled a 5, which is a giant spider. I've fought these before. So I've got a giant spider. It's a weird. It is a level 5. It has 4 health and 2 attacks and 2 treasure rolls. All right, let's see what's special about it. Characters taking a wound must save versus level 3 poison or lose additional life. Due to spider webbing, the party may not withdraw from this fight unless they cast a fireball. Always fights, so there we go. All right, I'm not going to waste a fireball, although I do need to check off that I used lightning. I forgot to do that. I'm trying to be honest here. All right. Level 5, 4 health, 2 attacks, 2 treasures. All right, Barbarian steps up. Barbarian is +3 to hit. So I need to roll a 2 or higher. I rolled a 4. That is enough to do a life damage. All right, Cleric is +1. The Cleric's using a mace, and I can't give her that +1 slashing weapon. So I could, but I'm not going to. So just +1, so I need to roll a 4 or higher. I did. The Thief, this is a weird monster, so the Thief does not get any bonus like backstabbing. That's only against minions. He doesn't get the +1 against undead because that went away. So just straight 5 or higher. And he misses. And the wizard, I've got 2 fireballs. And the fireball, I think I'm going to do fireball. Let me go check this. Fireball. Spell works like an attack. Wizard adds a level. Fireball does not affect dragons. Used against a minion. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Used against minions, it slays a number of creature equal. But it says it always, a minimum of 1 creature is always slain. The way I read that is that if I hit, it would slay the boss. It says a minimum of 1 creature is always slain. I'm going to play it that way. And I may have to check that. I should start writing these rules down that I need to clarify with the game's creators. All right, Fireball is, I add my level. He's +3, 5, so I 2 or higher. Come on. I did. That's a 4. All right, so the spider is defeated, and I get 2 treasure rolls. By the way, if this seems like it's a little easy, these rolls can sometimes really fast go against you. So right now I'm doing great. Also, when they hit level 5, there is an expansion to this game that offers more difficult monsters. You go deeper in the dungeon. And I'm really looking forward to that, but I need to get these guys leveled up. So 2 treasure rolls. Let's go take care of that. Treasure, 2d6. All right, so I rolled a 3, which is a scroll with a random spell. And there is a spell random thing here. Here we go. Random spell is a 5, which is escape. I don't need those. I've got 2 scrolls of escape, which allow the wizard to teleport instantly back to the entrance. It's a good way of saving your wizard. I've already got, he has 2 of those. So, yeah. The second treasure roll on the spider is a 2, which is just gold. 2 is 2d6, which is 7 gold. All right. I guess the gold, I spent a lot on gold the last time to buy some holy water and a potion of healing and some bandages and some other stuff. So I guess I shouldn't complain when I'm finding gold. All right, so they are all in here. They fought a weird monster, so which means I get an XP roll. I did the wizard. Who else? Who's important? The barbarian's pretty strong. Right now, I should level up my weak characters. And right now, my thief and my cleric, leveling up the cleric to level 3 doesn't really give me any bonuses on the cleric, because it's every 2 levels that you get that bonus against undead. I'm going to level up the thief. All right, so the thief is level 2, which means I need to roll a 3 or higher. Failed it. All right, so no leveling up for the poor thief. All right, let's go through this door. I'm not going to chase that. All right, what's through that door is a 62, which is a 4-way. All right, so 4-way. And let's see what's in there. Ooh, that's a 7. 7 on a corridor is a minion fight. All right, about time. Every 10 minions, you get an XP roll. So this will be the first minions fight here. Oh, actually, no. I've already got 9, so this will be an XP roll. You keep track of them on your character sheets. The number of minion in every 10, you get an XP roll. So last time I got up to 9, and I had 1 extra. So let's fight these minions and let's get an XP roll. So you roll a d6, a 1, which is d6 plus 2 skeletons or d6 zombies, 50-50. All right, 1 to 3, it's a skeletons. It's the skeletons. So how many do you get? d6 plus 2. So I've got 5 skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are all level 3. And no treasure. Crushing weapons do +1. So the mace is +1. They never test morale. They always fight to death. All right, this should be pretty straightforward. All right, level 3. So barbarian comes up and kills 1. All right. The cleric against undead, you add your level. She's level 2, and she gets the +1 for the weapon. So she's +3 to attack against these. So all I've got to do is roll a 2 or higher. And I did a 6, exploding. 6 plus 5 is 11. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. And I didn't hit 12 to kill that last one. The minions are outnumbered, so the thief gets +1. So the thief has to roll a 2 or higher. And he did, so the skeletons are defeated. And that takes me to 10 minion fights. So I get an XP roll. Let's try the thief again. I need to roll a 3 or higher. All right. You can kind of see that it's hard to level up these characters to 5, because by the time they get to level 4, you can only level up by rolling a 5 or a 6. And if they get level 5, the only way you can get to 6, I believe, is to roll a 6 or higher. But anyway, that's 2 failed XP rolls. That's no fun. I'm going to go back this way. I just want to see what's down in this area. So that is a 2-6, which is a room with 2 funny looking doors. All right. I'm going to send that. How can I make that to where it sort of fits? And a door. All right. But it's a room. So, or actually, yeah, it's a room. Or is that a quarter? That's a quarter. Sorry, that is a quarter. It's a 1 by... Okay, so there's a door here. So it's a very thin quarter. So let's see what's inside. 11 on a quarter is... Roll on the boss table. All right, so let's get to the boss table. And... That's not good. Not in a quarter. Let's see if it's the final boss. You roll a d6, and on a 6 or higher, it's a final boss, and you add the number of bosses you've already encountered. So I had a 1 and a 2. So on a 4 or higher, this is the final boss. It's the final boss. So this will be a very short level 3 dungeon, unless I want to continue. You can always continue to see what else is out there, but you'll never fight another final boss. You know, you also risk your characters dying, so I'm probably going to bail. Now, even once you kill the final boss, you still got to get out. So let's go ahead and play this through. So let's see what the final boss is. Roll a d6. It is a 1, which is a mummy. This place was filled with the mummies. All right, so it's a mummy, and it is a level 5, and it has got 4 life points. However, it's also got 2 attacks and a treasure +2 roll. Now, there's difference. When you fight a final boss, it is harder. Let me see if I can find the rules on it. Final boss, page 43. The final boss, each time okay, I already encountered it. If you roll, okay, the final boss has 1 additional life. I knew there was that. 1 additional attack. 3 attacks. And And will automatically fight the gold piece is tripled or increased to 100, whichever is best. If it has magic items, you get 2 magic items rolls instead. Killing the final boss and moving out of the dungeon ends the adventure. All right, so let's fight this thing. All right, so we are in a corridor. So only the thief and the barbarian can attack. So on this turn, I'm going to take an opportunity and have the... I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to switch the thief with the magic user so he can cast Fireball. Because if I remember right, mummies are not... They don't like Fireball. Mummies are attacked by +2 for Fireball. All right, and I have 2 Fireball spells, so this should hopefully go. Barbarian, level 5. I am +3, so I need a 2 or higher to hit. I rolled a 1 and he missed. The wizard is +2 for Fireball spells, but you also add your level. So he's +3, +2 is +5, so he's just got to roll a 2 or higher to successfully cast it. Wow. And he failed it. All right, so there's 1 Fireball spell gone. Now, the mummy gets 3 attacks, and he can only attack the first 2 characters, so I'm going to have him attack twice on the barbarian and once on the wizard. He is a level 5. Barbarian is +2 defense, so that's 3. So I got to roll a 4 or higher to defend against the first attack. He does not. Second attack, 4 or higher. He does, so he takes a point of damage. That is a... He's down to 5 health. You know what? I didn't do the cleric. The cleric is going to cast heal on his turn. Let me see what heal does. I can never remember. I think it's you roll a d6 and add your level. Cleric, where are you? Cleric, heal. Healing power 3 times. Power lets go. Heal number of life points equal to d6 plus level. So he's a level 2, and he heals 6. So he healed the barbarian was at 6 hit points before he just took that damage. He goes up to full 9, and then he just lost 1, so he goes down to 8. All right. And then the wizard is... Ooh, the wizard's bad. Level 5. I have to roll a 6 or higher to not take damage. And I rolled a 5, so he took damage. He's down to 3 hit points. All right. 2 attack. All right, so now it's my turn. Barbarian is going to swing. He needs a +3, 2 or higher. This is just like that first fight. All right, wizard gets +3, so he needs a 2 or higher to hit with Fireball, and he did. And if I remember right, Fireball only does one point of damage, so that's not good. So he just took off the 1. Cleric is going to cast heal. I already used 1. He's got 3 heals. I'm going to use 1 against the wizard. +3 or +2. He heals 3 hit points, so he's back up to full health, which is 5. Okay. Thief can't do anything, so now it is the dragon or the mummy's turn. +2, 3, 4 or higher for the barbarian. Both hit. Ooh, so he took 2. It's down to 6. And what did I say? 6 to protect the wizard, and of course the wizard takes a point. And the wizard is out of fireballs. So on this turn, the wizard is going to move and change places with the cleric. So the cleric won't get an action this turn, but the barbarian will. Barbarian needs to roll a 2 or higher, and a roll a 6. So let's see if we can explode that again. 10. That's enough to take 2. 6 plus 4 is 10, and it's the level. So 5, 10. So he took off 2. Cleric can't do anything, so now it is the mummy's turn. The mummy gets the mummy has lost more than 2 or more than half, so the mummy drops to level 4. Level 4. So it gets easier to defend in a hit, but he's still got 3 attacks. So 2 against the barbarian, +2, 2 or higher to defend. No, 3 or higher. Excuse me, 3 or higher to defend. And they both did it. So the barbarian's fine, and the cleric is +3 defense. So just a 2 or higher to defend, and he did. All right. The barbarian is +3, so just 2 or higher to hit. Come on, roll another 6. Actually, that's a 6 plus 5 is 11. That's enough to kill the final 2. The mummy dies. I get an XP roll for that, which is going to be good. Let's go ahead and do that. Thief, I need 3rd time's a charm. I need a 3 or higher, and I rolled a 3. All right. So the thief leveled up to level 3, and he gets an extra hit point, which matters because they've got to retreat now. So he's at 6 hit points, but he's down 1 to 5. I get 2 treasure rolls. Treasure. First one is no treasure, no gold, D6 gold, whatever. All right, 1 gold. I'm not even going to bother. Second treasure roll is a 4, which is a gem worth 2d6 times 5. 2d6 times 5, 12 times 5 is 60. I got a jewelry plus, what was I say? 12 times 5, 60. All right, jewelry. And I did the XP roll. I did the treasure roll. Slayed a boss, the final boss. And now they just got to get out. All right, so the way this works is I am going to have the barbarian and the cleric at the rear. All right, so they're going out. So on a 1, they hit a wandering monster. So going into here, no wandering monster. Into here, no wandering monster. Cursed altar, you don't check. In here you do. They got a wandering monster. All right, so the way the wandering monsters work, you roll on. There's a wandering monster chart. Wandering monster. It's on page 57. Roll a d6. I rolled a 3, which is roll on the minions table. Okay. All right, d6 2, which is d6 plus 3 goblins. 8 goblins. They're all level 1, I believe. Nope, they're level 3. So I rolled 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are goblins, level 3. Treasure is -1. And they have a 1 in 6 chance of gaining surprise. So don't roll a 1. They did not surprise me. And let's go ahead and get on them. I need some exploding 6s here to finish this up quick. Barbarian, level 3. He's a +3, so I just need to roll a 2 or higher. He did. He did enough to defeat 1. Cleric is plus 1. Is that right? Yeah, +1. Half her level. She's still level 2. +1, level 3, so 2 or higher. And, oh, that's good. Killed another one. So now it's time for the thief. They do not outnumber the goblins, so I won't get that benefit. So he's just plus... he's nothing. So he's got to roll a 3 or higher. He rolled a 2. He failed. Use it or lose it. I'll cast sleep on the... I'll cast sleep on the goblin. Sleep. If it works like an attack roll, wizard adds level to the roll. Sleep will defeat 1 boss or d6 plus L minions if it hits. All right, let's see if it hits. So level 3, I add my level. He's level 3, so I just got to roll a 2 or higher to successfully cast it. I did. Now I roll a d6 and add plus my level to see how many minions it puts to sleep. Level 3, so 2 plus 3 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he knocked out all but 1. And it's the end of my turn. He'll attack the barbarian. So on a 1, he, let's see, level 3. So a 1 would be an auto hit. So he does not hit. All right. Barbarian will attack 2 or higher hits. He does. He kills him. Treasure roll is -1. So let's go see what that is. You never know. You might roll a 6 and get a 5, which is jewelry. I rolled a 3. -1 is 2. So you get 2d6 gold. I rolled 10 gold. Okay, I'll take it. Why not? All right, let's keep tracking back. They're in this corridor. Don't roll a 1. Come on. 57. It was right. All right, it is a 4, which is a minion again. All right, let's go see what I'm fighting. I keep forgetting to track my minions. I got to do that. So that was one set of minions gone. Didn't I already fight another set of minions somewhere? I think I did. I'll have to check the video. But all right, so let's roll on the minions. Roll a d6. Roll a 3, which is hobgoblins. D6 hobgoblins. I rolled 2 hobgoblins. These should be pretty easy to do. Level 4. There are 2 of them. T minus 1. Oh, T plus 1, excuse me. Hobgoblins are level 4. 2 of them. Treasure 1. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's just fight them. All right. 4 minus 3. 2. 2 or higher for the barbarian. He hits. He kills 1. And cleric is plus 1. 3 or higher. He kills the other one. Treasure plus 1. Might as well go ahead and see what the treasure is. I rolled a 2. Plus 1 is 3, which is a scroll with a random spell. The spell is lightning bolt. Hey, I'll take that. So a scroll of lightning. All right. And I got a minion. I have defeated another set of minions. All right. Let's keep going. Into this quarter. Don't roll a 1. Come on! All right. I rolled a 3, which is minions again. It's fresh on my memory. Minions is a 6. 2d6 fungi. Oh my gosh. I just rolled 12. 12 fungi. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm never going to get out of this dungeon. All right, let's see. They are, fungi is level 3. No. Level 3, yeah. And treasure's normal. Any character taking damage must save versus level 3 poison or lose a life. Okay, all right. Okay, so here we go. Line them up. Barbarian, level 3 plus 3, so just a 2 or higher to defeat. And he misses, of course. Of course he does. Thief, 6. I'll take that. Roll another 6. 12. Keep going. 18. Keep going. 18 plus is 23. So they're level 3. 23. 3 into 23 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well done, Thief. Cleric is plus 1, so just 2 or higher. Oops, sorry about that. That will be enough to kill one. And the magic user has... I've already used my sleep. He used all his spells except for protect. Might as well. I'll cast protect on me. If I do it, he gets plus 1, I believe. So he's plus 2. I just got to roll a 2 or higher. He did. So he's at plus 1 defense. And that's the end of my turn. There are 4 and 4, so each one will take a attack. Level 3, Barbarian's plus 2, so just a 2 or higher to save. Of course not. He takes a hit. Thief is defense plus 1, so 2 or higher to defend. He defends. Plus 3, so 2 or higher for the cleric. And magic user's plus 1, so 2 or higher for the magic user is fine. All right, Barbarian attacks 2 or higher. Fails again. Thief, come on, Thief, roll a 6. 5 is enough to kill one. And actually, he gets plus 1 because he's more than half. That would be 6. So that actually defeated 2. Nice. Cleric. Did I do the cleric? Cleric is plus 1. So 2 or higher. 6. 8. Obviously kills the last 2. Treasure plus 1. 6. I'll take a magic item. And the magic item is a Wand of Sleep. So I've got a Wand of Sleep. So I've got another... Wand of Sleep. So 6 charges in all. All right. Blessed Temple. I don't have to roll. Corridor. Do not roll a 1. Good. And then out to the escape. Boom. I was thinking this was going to be a 2-parter. But this actually turned out to be just a simple, probably about an hour and a half adventure. It turned out really well for my guys because they leveled up. My thief leveled up and my wizard leveled up during this turn. I also just defeated another group of minions. Got a lot of magic items. I will scan this and include this with the updated map so that you can follow along. All right, so as I said, I will scan this so that you can follow along. I thought this was going to be a two-parter. It's not. So in the next dungeon, I will update the character sheets and scan it as well so that you can see what I'll be going into the next adventure. Again, this is 4 Against Darkness. It is a, you can download the PDF. I think it's like $6, maybe $5 on Drive-Thru RPG. Could be wrong, could be a little more, but I think it's like $6. Very fun game. I am absolutely enjoying this. It scratches that itch for me because I rarely get to play a fantasy RPG. I'm usually the DM. So here I've got 4 characters that I'm getting to level up and find treasure and stuff like that. So I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, please let me know. I'm just always curious if people like watching this kind of thing. If this is just not of interest to most people, if I get a lot of negative feedback on it, you know, I'll find a different game to play. Now, I am playing a lot of different games, so I do invite you to come watch me play games like Alien, Core Space. What else am I playing? I'm going to start playing Stargrave. I have a whole lot of playthrough games that I'm currently setting up the system for how I'm going to, you know, keep track of it. It's very tricky to keep track of a lot of games that you play if you're doing campaigns, but I'm getting better at it, and I'll keep playing this one if people like it and enjoy it. So this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. I appreciate you joining me for this. I'll be back again in about a week with another 4 Against Darkness. Until then, everybody, take care.